Hi everyone. I really want to tell you this one thing before I forget it. I was talking about how to improve our speaking skills. I was in the lesson with one of my students and she was like, we really have to focus on how to improve our listening skills if you really want to be fluent in the language. If you really want to improve upon your speaking skills, you first have to focus on your listening skills. And then I asked her, why do you think it's that important to focus on practicing our listening skills? We want to improve our speaking skills, but why do we have to practice our listening skills, not speaking skills? And then what she says really hit me, and I really big time agree with that. She was like, if you don't understand what other people say to you, how can you even respond to it? How can you even say what you want to say? And you don't even know what you want to say because you don't understand. Then what can you say? And how can you even practice your speaking skills if you don't know what to say? And I asked her, so how did you practice your listening skills? Because a lot of people are struggling with it. She was like, you have to memorize a lot of words, a lot of expressions, a lot of, idioms and phrasal verbs. And then I asked her, how do you really memorize all the phrasal verbs and idioms and expressions and words? Because it's a lot. Anyway, so I asked her what would be an effective way to be able to memorize all the words. And then she told me that you have to use your mouth. Actually, you really have to use your organ. For example, when you want to memorize the word apple, you shouldn't just write it down on the paper. You shouldn't read it only. You should actually say it. But you don't really have to say it out loud. But anyway, you have to say it using your mouth organs and your tongue, even with a small voice. You can say apple, 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 like that. You don't really have to say apple, but you can go like just apple, apple, apple. So you can hear yourself speaking in English and saying that word. And the next time when you see other people saying that word, you already get familiar with that word and how to pronounce it and how it sounds. You definitely can get it. Sometimes, so easy word, but you just couldn't catch it. And then you get so frustrated. Why couldn't I get it? This is so an easy word for me, but why could I not understand it in the first place? That just gets you so frustrated. I know, I really can feel you big time. Why that happens is because you just didn't really know how that word is actually pronounced or haven't been accustomed to the sound of that word in a way that is supposed to be pronounced. Okay, let's sum it up. So to be able to be better at speaking in another language, I think it can apply to whatever languages if you're trying to learn to be able to be fluent in the language. First, you want to improve upon your listening skills. You get more exposed to the sound of the word, and then you have to memorize as many words as possible, as many idioms or as many phrasal verbs as possible, commonly used expressions and words. And then to be able to memorize them, you have to use your mouth. You actually have to say it. Doesn't have to be like say it out loud, but you have to use your mouth to train it, to train your organs, your mouth and tongue, and your voice even. And then you naturally get them ingrained in your mind. And the next time when you have a real conversation with the real people, you feel more comfortable because you have some ideas what to say, what to talk about. You have like a better command of English. Get yourself to train using your mouth when you memorize the words. Get better at listening skills, and it will help a lot with your speaking skills ultimately. I really agree with it. You can give it a try and see how it goes. And let me know. And you also can share your tips, what you did, what you think is really effective. It has been the most effective way to be better at speaking or to be better at listening in whatever second language. All right, that's it for today's video. I'll see you in my next one. And until then, have a great day, lovely day, and stay healthy. Promise me that's the most important. Bye.